Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective on a Fabulous Friday. It is June 18th. It is the first celebration of our national. Hello, Ira Kelly. You want to sit for a few moments? Okay. You don't want any camera shot today. But listen, you all are aware mostly that I'm hopeful that you're aware that President Biden signed into law our newest national federal holiday, Juneteenth. And it got me to thinking because I started thinking back. I know it had to only be maybe 25, 30 years ago that I first heard and started learning about Juneteenth. Did you grow up learning about Juneteenth? No. Okay. So it made me think that, okay, Holly, you can't teach what you don't know. So maybe the teachers, maybe the educators didn't know. That was something. It wasn't something that they taught. But here's where I'm going with this. It's one thing to not be able to teach what you don't know. That's understandable. It is a completely different thing to actively work against, prevent, and hide truth. Give me a second. I know you're gonna leave. I'll meet you in the house before you leave. To actively hide the truth, that's something completely different. And I'm talking about any kind of truth. I'm linking it to Juneteenth. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Tanya. I'm linking it to Juneteenth because that was the impetus. But any kind of truth that is hidden to you, you better realize there's a reason behind the hide. There's a reason why, there's a reason behind the prevention. I don't care if we're talking historical truth, financial truth, spiritual truth, relational truth, again, in all those areas of our lives. When truth is hidden from you, there is a reason. And I come to declare it's because when you understand, when you know truth, you act differently. You got a whole different, as they say today, a whole different swag about you. There's a boldness, there is a confidence, there is a strength when you understand and walk in your truth. Think about when you really know what's going on with your money, you act differently. When you know, when you get out of this fairy tale land about, oh yeah, and you believe something, and then you realize that the dollars ain't adding up like you really were told or like you thought, you act differently. When spiritual truth, when you know that you know that you know that you've been chosen, that you were not an afterthought, that you were deliberately selected, hand selected by God Almighty, you act differently. There's some stuff that there's some non-negotiables that come into play. You don't accept any old everything that somebody offers you when you know differently. When you know who you are and the blood that runs through your vein, when you really begin to understand the legacy that infuses who you are, you act, you think, you operate differently. And so I am grateful. I know we have the pros and cons about past the George Floyd Act and we want systemic changes. Yes, we do. But when we recognize the strength and the truth behind the meaning of Juneteenth, also Symphony's birthday. Now it's really a national holiday, which she always believed it should be. I'm just saying, look through your life. If there is truth that you have been hiding, you need to figure out why. Are you afraid of how they will now act? Are you afraid of the boldness that they will? Are you afraid of the confidence? Are you afraid that the boundaries will change when the truth is revealed? If you are hiding truth, you need to pull out a mirror and find out the why behind it. Truth changes things. And so I am hopeful that you don't just begin to celebrate the day off and not find out what Juneteenth is all about. There is power, there is strength, there's a confidence when you know the truth. Nationally, as a nation, we need to understand the truth. Okay, that's what I got. Thanks for popping in here with me. I'll meet you Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 a.m. Pacific. In the meantime, take real good care of yourselves.